The Orphan Story. A Peruvian academic by the name of Belinda Palacios rediscovered the manuscript hidden deep in the archives of the Hispanic Society of America in 1965. When she began working on the book, colleagues warned her of the curse that was said to linger in the pages of the ancient script. While she tried to laugh it off, she couldn't help but be deterred by the unusual deaths that surrounded the book. The deaths were caused by horrific car accidents and sudden and unexplainable illnesses. This, of course, informed the rumors that the book was indeed cursed, and it has taken over 400 years for someone brave enough to see the project through to completion. The Sacred Magic of Braummal the Mage. The Book of the Sacred Magic of Braummal the Mage is a 3-part 15th century book of mystic arts written by Abraham for his son Lamech. It was translated to English in the year 1900 and quickly developed a reputation for being cursed. Abraham believed that every person had their own unique personal demon. Through this book, readers could learn rituals that bring their personal demons under control. They could then learn to perform supernatural feats using sigils of magic words on a grid. But this book has a huge downside. It's believed anyone with a copy in their possession will be haunted by spirits from another realm. They will also experience terrible luck that will ultimately bring about their demise. The Vonik Manuscript. Drawings of naked ladies, bizarre symbols, and undecipherable wording. The Vonik Manuscript is strange because no one knows what it's really about. This colorful and detailed manuscript is thought to be an occult book because of its references to everything from medicinal herbs to zodiac symbols, but other than a few words, no one can seem to figure out what the strange writings, symbols, and pictures really mean. The book is believed to have been written in Central Europe during the late 15th or early 16th century, but scholars don't even know what language it's written in, let alone who wrote it, exactly when, where, or why. The Munch Manual. Also known as the Necromancer's Manual, this 15th century Latin grimoire focuses exclusively on demonology and necromancy. The eeriest thing about this book is that unlike other grimoires that detail angel folklore and good, white magic, this manuscript is solely centered around black magic. The Munch Manual is divided into 3 sections. The first is about illusionist magic, spells that trick people into seeing things that aren't there. Psychological magic is meant to use emotion to gain power over others. Emotional or political power over people. Divinatory spells are supposed to allow one to see into the past or the future. One of the most famous and creepy sections includes instructions on how to make a mirror of Lilith for the purposes of divination. The Lesser Key of Solomon. Also known as Clavicula Salomonis Regis, is a cursed grimoire of demonology. Its original authors are unknown, and it's said to be comprised of texts compiled sometime in the 17th century. The book contains passages on how to conjure spirits of the dead and demons and how to control these entities to do your bidding. Curses and invocations also play a large role in the ancient text. Esoteric topics like how to become invisible and locate missing or stolen items are covered. Recipes for love potions and liquors of persuasion are also scattered throughout the book. This definitely isn't a book you want to own. It's reportedly so cursed that it will doom anyone who keeps a copy on their bookshelf. Those who've owned it have reported strange occurrences, like pages turning on their own and books violently flying across the room. Strange whispers and shadow creatures have also been reported by owners of the manual. Owning the Lesser Key of Solomon is also believed to bring about catastrophic bad luck. It's said that the only way to break the book's curse is to burn the pages and properly dispose of the ashes. The Codex Giggers. The Codex Giggers, the Devil's Bible, is a weighty tome that dates all the way back to the 12th century. This book weighs a whopping 165 pounds and harbors so much negative energy that it would make Stephen King blush. The Codex Giggers is said to be written by a monk who had broken his spiritual vows. For his crime, the monk was sentenced to die entombed behind a brick wall. The night before his death, the monk began chronicling everything he knew about the human experience in a book. Realizing he wouldn't have the time to finish it, he summoned Lucifer and asked him to complete the project in exchange for his soul. The book was then allegedly completed by the devil himself. It's overflowing with dark rituals and imagery, and even includes 19-inch drawings of the devil and other demonic entities. The Book of Sawyer. The Book of Sawyer is a Latin essay about demonology that dates all the way back to the early 16th century. Only 2 known copies of the Book of Sawyer exist. One was owned by the scholar John Dee, who devoted his entire life to decoding it. Dee determined that the book was full of dark rituals and incantations. However, he struggled to decipher the final 36 pages. Obsessed and frustrated, Dee summoned the archangel Uriel to help with the translation. Speaking through Dee's medium, Uriel explained that the book came into existence when Adam ended paradise, and that it could only be interpreted by Archangel Michael. But if you're thinking of cracking the case yourself, beware. According to the legend, anyone who successfully deciphers the final 36 pages is fated to die within 2.5 years. The Grand Grimoire. The Grand Grimoire is one of the most potent and deadly occult books in existence. It was written sometime in the 16th century by a man who was supposedly possessed by the devil. Therefore, it's often referred to as the Gospel of Satan. This book is full of dark incantations and can teach readers how to summon powerful demons and even raise the dead. Of course, wielding these powers comes with a price. It's said that anyone reads the Grand Grimoire is offering their soul to the devil. For this reason, the original text is considered highly dangerous and has been locked away somewhere in the Vatican's secret archives.